everybody. I'm still sleepy, so, and I'm procrastinating a little because I have nothing to do, or I'm choosing not to do anything, and I don't want to do anything yet because our exams just finished, so. Wow, that's not pretty. What am I gonna do? I think I was gonna do something. I forgot what to share. Oh, I'm gonna share my reading list, or to be read list. This for the half of the year, and this is like a few books, but I'm gonna be adding to it if I do make some progress. But that's not put so much high expectations on the thing because I do have classes and it's like a demandable thing. It's very scary, so I don't think I'm going to be able to add more to this list. I'm going to show you because that's going to be fun. Okay, so actually I just finished one. Now let's talk books. So I just finished one of them and I got them last week. No, I got all of them last week. I think I got them all. Yeah, I got them all last week. So I was gifted books last week for my birthday, and that's the only thing I got because I really wanted to read a lot more this year because I started to get back into it last year. And now I am in love with reading again, and I haven't read a solid book in maybe like 4 years, and I just started last year reading some of Sarah J. Maas's universe, and I got on with A Court of Thorns and Roses because I love fantasy so much, and I think that it's a great thing that I began with fantasy again because it really got me out of the reading slump. And the universe is amazing. I love it so much. I fucking love her storytelling. I love the world building. I love the romance. The story is, well, I really do think it's like 70% love story and 30% of the fantasy, which I love that kind of ratio. So this is great. That was perfect, and I just bought last week and finished last week the Court of Frost and Starlight, which is the 4th book, and it is like a Christmas special, but I did love it. I finished this so fast because it's like a really quick book that you could just really get into, and it's fun. The 5th book, however, I have not read yet because it's not their story anymore, and I'm not in the mindset to read about Nesta. I love Cassian though, and I love how this was an essential part for me personally. Some people skip this, I've heard, but I didn't. It was a good experience not to, because I got to learn more about Nesta, and I was sort of more intrigued by her story after reading this one. So this one was great. I really love it, and I can feel the simmering enemies to lovers type of thing. I love the shared trauma between Cassian and Nesta, and I think that would be a great dynamic for the 5th book, which I'm really excited to read. But I'm going to take a break from it first because I know that there's a 6th book, and you know, I'm hoping that it will be announced this year to just be like, make me feel like I want to read the last one, but I will be buying that one. I just have a lot of to be read right now, and I'm just like sinking into reading Farrah's and recent stories, so I sort of need like a refreshing palette now because I don't want to be stuck in one book series and never picking up another book again. I just picked up recently. These are all the other books I got. Mind you, these are books that I've never read because I've stopped reading for like 5 years. So these are old, I would say older books that have amassed great fandoms, and just like I know from Goodreads that that it's good books, so I based it off of that because I really wanted to go in with the more popular ones and then sort of transition into a much more books that are a little bit more, have a little bit more like greater substance. So I have 4 to be read right now, and these are different genres and different genres. Let's start. I'm going to be starting off with my book list with a love story because I don't want to stray away too much from the romance. Because I'm having a really great time with it. So we're going to be sticking to the romance part, but straying away from the fantasy because I feel like I've been so confined or so bubbled into fantasy that I'm so used to it, and I'm not willing to branch out into any other genres, which I just don't think it's durable. So next I've got here Twisted Love. This is the book 1. I wanted to do this because it was a standalone series type of thing, where sort of like Bridgerton, I guess. And I'm not a fan of 3-part book series of just one love story. I think that the formula is very repetitive, and if I have a chance to speak about that, I will. So I went with standalones that are sort of in the same universe. So if I love this one, I could just continue on with the rest of the girlies. And this is about Ava Chen, and Alex Volkov. And I just started this. I'm at the 50th page of the book, and right now I'm in that sort of area where it's the start of the book and I'm not super into it yet. I'm sure that when the romance starts and simmers, really it'll get better, but right now I'm in the boring part of it for me. So it's a good one. It's fast-paced, which I prefer. Like, they just really went into it, like the introduction of the characters and stuff like that, which I appreciate, and I love the trope of Grumpy and Sunshine. The next, to cleanse my palate of the romance, I'm going to go ahead with A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. I've heard great things about this. I've just heard that it was depressing. It's just a little hard to read, which I'm up for a challenge. So if I'm going to be reading a 600-page book, it better be something that's great. I'm going to try to finish this one for sure, because I just don't want it sitting on the desk somewhere. I have nothing to say about this because I don't know what's in here going on, but I know that they have like a lot of problems in it. Like, I mean, like the characters in it, I've gathered from Book Talk information. And then we're gonna dive in back to the romance of the portion, but slight twist, this isn't a rom-com, this is a tragic romance story, and this is Normal People by Sarah Lee Rooney, and I got this one from my boyfriend. All of my other books are from my mom and my dad, but this one is from my boyfriend because I've always wanted to watch the series, but I've also really wanted to read the book first, just to be, you know, I really liked some of the lines that I saw here from Pinterest, and I was like, yeah, I have to read it because this is gonna be great. So, and it's a really short book. I expected this one to be a long one because the span of that series was from high school to their adult years, which is, I never expected it to be this short. So excited to read this one, and yeah, hopefully I don't cry too much by the end because I do know the ending, but I don't have any attachment to the characters yet when I knew the ending. Now, let's see where it goes. Hopefully I love it. And then I'm going to be diving back into fantasy of it all. I don't think that I'm going to be doing this one. I think I'm going to be doing The Court of Silver Flames. Was that it? Silver Flames. The orange one of A Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm going to be doing that one first if I'm really into reading that one. But after that, I'm going to be reading Fourth Wing. This one isn't hardcover. I don't prefer hardcovers anyway. I prefer paperbacks. This one is a great cover. Like, I love this edition specifically because I'm not a fan of the yellow and the sort of flaming thing. It's about dragons. It's a fantasy book. Again, I'm sure if you're from Book Talk, you know exactly what is in here, but I don't. So I'm excited to read this one. I've heard great things about it, and the third one just came out, so I was waiting for that to come out. So I'm excited to read this one. I'm the most excited about this one because, again, I prefer fantasy romance stories other than any other genres, and it's just my favorite genre in general because it's so chaotic. I love world building. This one is like a huge plus for me. That's it for my reading list. Hopefully I finish this by the middle of the year because I really want to buy more books, and I'm excited to read more books this year. That's one of my only New Year's resolution, was to read more books and not to force myself into reading so much of like the self-help books, because I've had that phase of like reading a lot of those. I have like 4 here now, and I did not enjoy it as much. I mean, I learned a lot, sure, but I didn't enjoy it. So I love diving into just different sort of genres and sort of also going back to my comfort zone, which is fantasy romance novels. So yeah, I'm gonna read some right now. I'm gonna read of the Twisted Love. Thank you for watching Wait to Be Read. Okay, quick book update. I just met all of the girls here in the book. Like, they were all having a conversation at one place, a cafe, and everyone was just fucking perfect, apparently. Everyone's fucking perfect in the book, which is making me intrigued of the very different dynamics they have. I mean, you have Jules, who's an absolute smoke show lawyer, and you also have Bridget, who's an absolute perfect princess. And then you have Stella. Don't know much about her yet. I even forgot her description. But yeah, currently that's the state of where I'm at. I've been in a really weird place because I just finished my exams, and I don't know how I feel about it because I've been faltering lately a lot more than I was, and it hasn't been great at all. And I'm just at a point in my life where I just want to bed rot. I just want to fucking lay down in this bed and just read and do nothing. So I just took a bath, put on my clothes that I'm gonna wear for tonight, and now I have to do my makeup and my hair. It's just up right now in a bun, and I washed my hair today so you can style it. So this is a fit for today. I'm just wearing Uniqlo pants with a top that I got from some random site, I guess, on the internet, and it's just this like mesh material. And then I have my bag, my goo bag that I got from Japan, and yeah, so that's the fit. Brown, because we love that. And then I might just wear sneakers out later, but now let's just focus on the face. Onto my favorite part of getting ready, makeup time. I'm ready for my date and my hangout with my best friend. I'm ready for both. I have to bring stuff. Hi, Bubba. Okay, that's it. I'm ready to go. So, yeah, that's it. Bye.